We are going to do part 2 of our little practice painting. Yesterday we learned how to blend um, any color or dark to light. And then today we are going to put something on top. I suggest doing a silhouette, Silhouette, because it's just easier. It's just a shape. It's as if the light was coming from behind it and it's in shadow, but it just makes it kind of easier. So when you look up a reference image, look up the name of the reference image and then silhouette. Okay, so here is mine from yesterday. I've got stuff sketched out on there, so you can draw in pencil first. Now, when you go to erase it, because it's acrylic, it should not take off any of the paint. If you grab the tempera paint by accident, it might pull off something. I've got my water. I've got a magazine page for a palette. Those are right in the cubbies below all of our paint supplies. I've got a popsicle stick to get paint onto my palette. I've got some paint. I've got a paintbrush, and I have a paper towel. Okay, so scoop your paint onto your palette always because we want to keep these cups clean. I did get more cups, so if you need to refill, you can. Alrighty, so use your round brush and we're going to outline first. Wet your brush, condition it, make it nice and sharp. Grab some paint, only on the bristles, don't get it on the metal ferrule. And we are going to first outline our shapes. I am actually going to work on the shapes on the left side so I don't put my arm into it and make a mess. So I'm going to drag that brush over. It's having a little trouble. That usually means that your paint is a little goopy. So I'm just going to take a little tiny bit of water and on my palette mix in a little water so it'll go smooth. I like to twirl my brush too to make it nice and pointy. There we go, that flows better. So don't struggle with it. If it's not flowing, it's probably just dried out in the cup a little bit. Okay, so I've got that outlined. Now I can fill in with a flat brush. Flat brush makes it nice and smooth and it covers an area quickly. So, could I have just used my flat brush for the whole thing? Sure. If it's a simple shape. If it's not a simple shape, then I really suggest outlining first. All right, I'm going to make a palm tree above that. You can make whatever you want. But I'm going to make a palm tree because I want to show you how you can use the technique we learned where we go thin to thick using pressure. They did that on this one in the plants, thin to thick. And I'm going to do that here too. So I'm going to take my round brush. I'm going to use decent pressure because I want a nice thick line for the trunk. So heavier pressure if you want a thick line and lighter pressure if you want a thin line. Okay, so there's my tree trunk, and we've done palm trees before when we did watercolor, so you might remember my method. I'm going to use light pressure now and make 1, 2, 3, at least 4. I'm going to do 5 fronds coming out from the center. All right. I'm going to clean off my brush so it's not goopy at all because I'm going to want real fine lines for this next part. I'm going to condition it. Get some paint. And I'm going to start off on the little frond. And I'm going to go thick to thin. Somebody's knocking at the door, but I'm going to ignore it. All the way down. Can overlap those little fronds. trick is to go with the frond and then bring it out. Whoever. Do you have to do a palm tree? No, you can do anything you want. See, maybe I'll put a little coconut here too. There we go. Okay, so add whatever you want. I'm going to keep on going on mine. I'm going to add another island in the back, but you can do whatever you want on yours. Have fun today and clean up. I will talk about that in a bit.